Very good afternoon, all of you. So this is Vikas standing in front of you, presenting few snapshot of Websense. Before jumping into it, definitely I would like to thank for this forum organizer to give me chance for speaking in front of you. So now the topic is modern security for modern threats, and how traditional solution is not capable to handle modern threats. The major attacks over last 18 months, if we will see, so the RSA SecureIT tokens compromise in March 2011. So the open letter posted on RSA website that it has been target of an attack. So the intention over here is not to highlight the name of organization, but RSA itself is a security organization, and they are accepting that this is something the change of the security landscape. So now threats are modern, so we should have kind of modern security for these kind of modern threats. LinkedIn confirms that over approx 6.5 million password leak in June 2012. Recently, Twitter says that 250,000 accounts hacked in February 2013. So as I've already mentioned that the target over here is not to highlight the name of organization, but we should have, or the security kind of organization are accepting that now security landscape has been changed, so we should have modern security for modern threats. So this slide shows over here the decline of AV effectiveness. So antivirus are working on signature base or on pattern base. And the threats, the kind of threats or the kind of modern threats are not managed by this kind of signature based antivirus only. So these are the analytics done by Websense, or we are posting this thing on daily basis on Websense security labs. These are the some antivirus or the virus patterns we have found which are missed by top 5 antivirus engines. Then why we need a new defense strategy? So as we have already mentioned and we have already discussed that the security which is signature based, like we have an organization or we are using in our organization like gateway level antivirus, firewalls, IPS, IDS, most of the solution are signature based, which are effectively or which are provide you the security approximately 30 to 50%. That's why we need to think about to beyond this signature based technology. So these are the 4 reasons why current defense fail. One, we have discussed that most of the technology and most of the traditional solution we are using are on signature base or on the reputation base. So the history is not reliable. Why? Because content is dynamic, content is not static. If we'll see the history, or if we'll see the kind of attack happen in last couple of years, so now the trend has been changed, and websites also developed on Web 2.0. So content is dynamic. We should have kind of solution so can manage beyond this signature base and reputation base. Lack of real-time inline content analysis. Signature-based or pattern-based solution are working in the way like that if there is something malicious or there is something, so we need to provide the pattern and Then in lab, they will analyze, and then we will provide the remediation for that, basically for that security threat. But we should have some kind of mechanism that analyze that content on the real-time basis. So that is second. And third one is forwarding facing only. So we are thinking only on that way that threats also come from outside to inside. We should analyze what going from inside to outside as well. We need to monitor that what kind of data, what kind of traffic is flowing from our organization from inside to outside. Then fourth one, again, if we are deploying the solution like UTMs, new generation firewalls, IDS, IPS, again, all are working on the signature base or on the reputation base. So we need to focus on these four areas, that these are the main reason why this current security or current defense fails. We should have kind of solution which can look who, what, where, and how. What kind of data is flowing and where the data is going, or where the traffic is going, and how and who is operating that, basically the data or the traffic. So threat is not always from outside, threat might be internal. Might be the user sitting in your organization is vulnerable, or trying to send some confidential data outside from your organization. Or in other case, suppose your machine has been compromised. Definitely nowadays the target is something not to slowness your performance of the organization or slowness of your devices or like that. Nowadays hackers are very smart, so the target is something data theft to make money. Complete security at your fingerprinting. So this is something which we have built to learn in these aspects. So we have created a platform that is something called Network Threat Seeker, Advanced Classification Engine, and Security Labs. So with the help of this, there are simultaneously number of engines are running in Advanced Classification Engine, like Antivirus++, Reputation, Real-Time Content Classification, Real-Time Security, and the intelligence which we are getting from web, which we are getting from email. So we are correlating all the intelligence and we are providing the single platform. And we have the dedicated security labs globally, analyzing the packets and analyzing the patterns and the threats. On this platform, we are providing the solution for web, data, email, and mobile. So all are the integrated solution over the single platform and over the single intelligence. And you can manage all these things through a single unified management console. So this unified Triton management helps you out in terms of forensic, that who all machines are compromised in your organization and how the malware operates, or what the intent of that malware, and where the data, geographically where the data is going to be sent, or what you have achieved to put this solution in place. So in terms of data loss prevention, this is something framework provided by Websense helps out to organization to fine-tune their data or to fine-tune the policies, that who all the users or who all the stakeholder or the business unit and what kind of data they are dealing, or what kind of data they are dealing, and where they are sending the data and through which channel. So accordingly, if we'll take an example, if finance guy is sending the finance statement to the business partner through email channel, then it should allow. But same time, if human resource is allowing some source code through some other, to some customer through web channel, then it should block. So these are this is something, the kind of framework, predefined framework is available with the Websense to help out to the organization to define the data security policy. These are the key risks over the web channel, like security, phishing, spyware, keylogger, proxy avoidance. So as I've already mentioned, that Websense is having the real-time content classification and real-time security scanning with the help of advanced classification engine, helps to the organization over these kind of security risks. Then data loss, SSL threats. Apart this, there are one key point. So now suppose user is sitting in an organization, then you are deploying multiple kind of security aspects and security policy. But same time, if user is not sitting in organization and they are using the organization asset and they are sitting outside to the organization, and that same time they can plug in through data card or through number of devices they can access internet. At the same time, if you don't have any security control, so malware can execute on the machine, or means once they try to access any kind of site, the malware can execute on that machine, and once they will come back on the organization and once they will connect on the network, might be malware can spread over the network. So for that, if the user is roaming and user is sitting in office, so that doesn't matter for a security point of view. So you should have some kind of security portfolio, that if user is sitting in office and user is sitting at anywhere, so single policy apply for organization assets to secure your infrastructure. So these are some customers we have in finance, healthcare, government verticals, manufacturing, automobile, all those. And we are in leaders from last 6 years in data security and from last 10 years in web security. So it's proven that Websense can stop more threats, and Websense can provide the security solution over modern threats. Thanks all of you. Thanks once again.